just lit. Like women's basketball, the game, how far it's come, the excitement, the attention. Maybe I'll start with you, Kels, because Lord Jesus, your team and their fans,
Jesus,
they be getting up in everybody's business.
When it finally went down, someone inside the Indiana Fever locker room had clearly had enough. Kelsey Mitchell, one of the team's most experienced and respected voices, stepped up and called out the noise. What sparked it? Chiny Agwamike's recent remarks, which many saw as unnecessary shots directed at Caitlin Clark. Mitchell's strong response highlighted a bigger issue, calling for accountability and mutual respect across the league, and making it clear that the constant, unjustified criticism has gone too far.
Janae she's a whole lot to take in. I mean, a little bit goes a long way. She's just really loud and really kind of obnoxious for lack of a better word. And I don't mean obnoxious like just people who are obnoxious and they're just insulting people all over the place and that kind of thing.
She has a pattern, starting with that trademark sly sarcasm, delivering lines that sound playful on the surface but carry a subtle sting underneath. But this time, Kelsey Mitchell wasn't letting it slide. Her response wasn't some watered-down PR line. It was intense, fearless, and came straight from the heart. Mitchell stood her ground not only for Caitlin Clark, but for every player on the Fever roster who's been dragged into this media frenzy and had their character questioned. It served as a powerful statement about the team's unity and resilience. And before we go any further, if you're backing Caitlin Clark, drop a CC 100% in the comments below.
Lord Jesus, your team and their fans,
Jesus,
they be getting up in everybody's business.
Hey, wait, I just noticed that. Your team and their fans, they be getting up in everybody's business. So not just the fans, but it's a dig on the team.
This wasn't just a simple show of support. Kelsey came prepared, with receipts, clear facts, and undeniable passion. Her message hit hard. You don't take shots at Caitlin Clark, and you definitely don't disrespect the Indiana Fever family or their loyal fan base. This moment isn't just going viral. It's spreading for all the right reasons, showcasing the team's unity, strength, and commitment to defending their players' integrity.
With you, Kelsey, and then going to be in NECA, how have you guys experienced? Is there like a moment that you think of when it comes to the explosion of the game and how it has changed the game?
It all started when Cha Ogum dropped one of her trademark half-serious remarks during a media segment. She delivered a line laced with clear condescension. Lord Jesus, your team and their fans really love getting into everyone else's business. On the surface, it might sound like a joke, but the intent was obvious. It was meant to stir up Fever fans and, more specifically, downplay Caitlin Clark's growing influence in the league. The comment didn't slip under the radar. It struck a nerve and only added fuel to the fire.
Notice how the question was phrased. Lord Jesus, your fans. Once again, pushing the narrative that there's something wrong with Indiana Fever fans. I don't like that has become the accepted belief about the Fever fans. But Kelsey Mitchell is a professional, and before long, well, she's gonna kind of put them in their place in a way they didn't like, I'm sure.
Here's the reality. Fever fans are showing up in record numbers, and Caitlin Clark has brought a level of energy and national spotlight the team hasn't seen before. But instead of recognizing that growth, Cha chose to spin it as a problem. Her comments suggested that Indiana and its passionate fan base are too loud, too bold, and somehow unwelcome in the league. Let's be real, this wasn't just an innocent observation. It felt like a subtle attempt to push the same old narrative that Caitlin's impact is a burden rather than a boost for women's basketball. And that's exactly where Kelsey Mitchell hit her limit and decided she wasn't staying quiet anymore.
Oh man, I think I've seen both sides of it. For one, like being on a team with like Caitlin and knowing that some of the stuff and the wave that she created for like, as you know, where the game is and what she's been a part of, like as far as this process.
When Kelsey finally got the chance to respond, she was calm but firm. You could feel the intensity in her delivery without her needing to raise her voice or take shots at anyone. She just spoke honestly, and it hit hard. Her message carried real weight, showing she knew exactly why it mattered to stand up for her team and highlight the positive energy they're bringing to the league.
And so I think for me lately is the shift in moments in Indiana period, as far as like the arena where we started, and B was my vet, kinda, right? Kinda.
We up there, sis. We up there.
She was a Fever girl first, and so she also saw, and you know, she's a vet too. They've seen what Indiana was, and I think now where it's at now, the big moment is seeing the shift and being a part of it from a standpoint that I know where Indiana was, and so to see the cultivation of it, you just grow to appreciate the process and, you know, the growth in which the game is going.
Chiny asked a question that seemed crafted to avoid giving Caitlin direct credit. She asked Kelsey if there had been a defining moment this season that showed the growth of women's basketball. It sounded like she was expecting a careful, neutral answer, but Kelsey didn't hold back. She responded plainly. Caitlin Clark has been a major force behind the surge in women's basketball. With that, Kelsey made her stance crystal clear, openly recognizing the role Caitlin's performance has played in the sport's rising popularity.
There's the face. There's the face again. Okay? Now, let me get closer so you can see my face better. There's the face again. She's asking about the explosion of women's basketball, and Kelsey Mitchell doesn't waste any time to mention Caitlin Clark and what she has created. It's not what Janae wants to hear. It's not what the media, ESPN media, the WNBA, the old guard, it's not what they want to hear, because they're continuing to tell us that it's not Caitlin Clark who has created anything in the league.
The moment Kelsey said Caitlin's name, you could almost see Chiny react. Her polished media smile seemed to slip for just a second. The reality is, figures like Chiny, along with media personalities such as Elle Duncan, Monica McNutt, and Cheryl Swoops, have often sidestepped giving Clark the recognition she's earned. At one point, one of them even admitted to feeling a sense of jealousy. It points to a larger pattern among some established media voices: reluctance to fully acknowledge Caitlin's impact on the game, even as the sport continues to surge in popularity.
Yeah, jealous, sure. I mean, would you be jealous of somebody that got $28 million a shoe deal or whatever the deal is before you step foot in the pros, right?
They hesitate to fully acknowledge Caitlin's impact because it would mean admitting a rookie has already become the biggest name in the WNBA, something that doesn't fit their preferred storyline. Instead, they lean on subtle narratives, suggesting her fan base is overhyped, her popularity is inflated, or that she still hasn't truly proven herself. But Kelsey didn't budge. She walked into that studio with one clear message for everyone watching: Caitlin Clark's presence in women's basketball can't be ignored, and her influence is actively reshaping the sport in a major way.
Only women that get this. I'm tired of it. Like, here's my thing, you guys. What else? Who are these girls? Who are these girls that are hating on Caitlin Clark? Are you just combing through Twitter? Stop acting like because you see some randos on Twitter knocking Caitlin Clark, all girls are against her.
Kelsey Mitchell has long been a steady, elite presence for the Indiana Fever, grinding through seasons of struggle while remaining one of the team's most reliable scorers and leaders. Even as attention shifted to newer stars like Caitlin Clark, Mitchell stayed committed to the franchise, helping lay the foundation for its current resurgence. Known for her consistency, leadership, and loyalty, she has played a key role in stabilizing the Fever and guiding their young core. Her message throughout has been clear: this team's growth didn't happen overnight, and it's built on years of effort, unity, and belief from players who never gave up on Indiana.